Hey guys, how's it going? How's everybody? Oh, my desk is just not big enough for everything. Just is not big enough. Oh, we got shadows on the book today. Oh. Hey guys, how's it going? We ready for Wednesday night? Boys had a football game they went to today. I dropped off some Happy Meals for them because they got out of school at 4 and then I was going to pick them up at 6. So just small little Happy Meals for them. And they got swarmed like bees on honey. All the kids came running up to them. Everybody wanting a French fry. That was fun to see. How's everybody's afternoon going? Howdy from Pittsburgh. I'm glad you had a good time. I had one up on Big Bear Mountain in California. That was a fun little trip. Hey, Queen Scorpio, good to see you. Good to see you studying. Hey, Crystal. Hey, Risque. Hey, Sandy. The boys are doing good. They came out with those, Happy Meal buckets. So, of course, I had to get one. They're smaller than what we used to have, but it was cute. There's my photo of them today. I dropped them off. The little Happy Meals, see the little ghost bucket right there? And then all the kids come a-running. There's a whole bunch of them by the time I was driving around today. So it was so cute. We got some Halloween spooky spooks up at the house. Let's see. What is it? Oh, that's my front yard where we got the little ghost and the little fire flame thingies up. So those are kind of cool, the little fire flamey sticks. And then these are the spooky spooks. I would be terrified as a child. I got the witch this year. My mom got the big clown. He just needs a red balloon is all he needs. So getting that all up and going to while trying to unpack from vacation. My mom got these treasure boxes that are just full of all kinds of mess and little bracelets and pencils and little pumpkins to throw at each other and I don't know, coloring books and things. So they've been throwing those things all over the house. So that's been fun. My mom likes Halloween. And while we were in Big Bear, I got some real candle wax made out of bees, cone stuff. I don't know. But those are kind of cool to burn in the house. They're made out of real bumblebees of some sort. So that's all that's been going on besides working away. I've been trying to I still got quite a bit to do, but I'm trying to make y'all some flashcards for, where is that? Did it get closed? Trying to make y'all some flashcards for the E&Ms. Where did that even go? I'll find it and open it up. The documents. Flashcards. I had to find a template that would do the flashcards for the E&Ms. I want to do, I think it's 40 flashcards, and then with just E&M. Nope, it's going to be, how many is it going to be? Is it going to be 40? It's going to be, so far I've got 30. Yes, 30 flashcards, which means I have to make 60 sides because front and back, and then printable so that you can have the number and then you got to figure out what it is before you have to flip it over, something like that. I was trying to make y'all some flashcards for E&M. So I will be purchasing my 2023 book soon. Will you have the chapters up soon? Yeah, I don't think the 2023 CPT book is going to be out until November 15th or something like that. So still waiting on them to ship it. Right now I'm working on, because we do have the ICD-10 guidelines. I'm working on that. And I've already got a couple of videos up with that. And then I'll be going through it and fixing all of the other additional information. I've already got the videos up on the 2023 index and how I marked it up. And then a few other things. So we'll be updating all that up on YouTube, I'm sure. Yes, yes, yes. Let's see. I'm just trying to catch up because 10 days gone was a long time from all the emails from Real Job and then you guys too. So, and plus still trying to create new stuff. So I'm a little behind, but still trying to have fun and get it all done when I can. It's on YouTube Live. So when you go to the YouTube channel, click on the tab that says Live Videos, and that's where I have the guidelines up at. Let's see. Hey, Talia. Let's see. Chuck said hi. You're very welcome for the class. It's in the low 50s here in Central Florida, and I love it. It's 86 degrees right here, and I've got the space heater on and an electric heating pad across my lap. I'm like freezing to death, and it's 86 degrees here. I'm so not used to the temperatures being colder. Plus, when I sit down too much all day long, you know, blood pools. Thank you, Sass, for the roses. Yep, you got to go to McDonald's tomorrow. Get your little Happy Meal bucket for Halloween. My day was very busy with my two crazies, but had all morning to study. Yay, that is nice. Hey, Go-Kart. Where did I get that from? The witch I got from Amazon. I'm not sure where my mom got the scary clown. I'm sure the same place. And then, of course, I got those little lights also from Amazon. I got them from Amazon warehouse where they were opened return box, and I got like 20 of them for like $12 with free shipping, and they all worked. They're solar lights, and then they turn into little flamey, tinky lights, so those are cool. And then the little ghost, the 3 little ghosts, got those from Walmart. Yeah, those treasure boxes were cool. I'm not sure where Mom got them from. Has to be Amazon. It's the only place that delivers here all the dang time. But she's always trying to do something cool for the kids. And then that keeps the candy at bay, which I hate for them to have. Especially with artificial stuff in it. So we make everybody happy, except for I get a mess all over the house. But that's okay. I make them pick it up. And those little pumpkins are so satisfying to squeeze and throw. I did my practice exam C on my second attempt and got a 94. The first time I got an 82. Very good. Perfect, Sandy. Be sure you've looked at why the wrong answers are wrong. You've looked up each code that's a possible answer. Looked at the wording of all the descriptors to see what the differences are. Make little notes to yourself about why they're different. And before you move on with those and think you're good. Because sometimes just having little bits of notes of noting what was the difference, like one is a wedge or one is a wedge and one is something else, it's super handy dandy to write those down. If you can't figure out what the differences are between a K word and a radical K word, you can also Google the CPT code.